I'm sorry. Teresa. I didn't have our sound on. So you probably couldn't hear a thing we were saying.
I'm like, ooh.
Teresa, if you're wondering why Teresa was flashing everybody, and now your face is turning red, and she just got caught on a hook. We were talking about her shirt. She's got on her red Memory Bound T-shirt, and you can get those. You can order them online. They are not stocked here at the store. We said they were fresh baked or freshly made daily. So you can pick out your size and the color, V-neck, crew neck, long sleeve, short sleeve.
You have to go to the home button first, and then the shirt button will pop up.
Right. So we probably need to ask Diane if she has sound. Oh, we got it now. We're good.
Okay.
It's just because we did not turn on our receiver. I did not. I'm going to take responsibility. Sorry, guys. I was excited because we were here and ready to go, and then I guess you got to have sound. But wouldn't it be funny to have a silent movie sometime? And people could try to figure out what we were doing. So maybe
we'll have to be in black and white too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I that could probably be done. Oh my gosh, I've got an idea now, Teresa.
Okay.
Okay. Amber says she's missed us. The wedding is over now for more fun. I think a wedding would be fun. Anyhow, good morning, everybody. We've got sound now. We talked about the shirts. Teresa's here, and that's always a good day. She's got all kinds of stuff laid out to show us and how to use it. And Teresa, what I love is you use things that you've already used, so we might have already purchased some of this, and here's another way to use it, or maybe we haven't, and we need it, right?
Right. And I like to get new things too, but I do use my stuff in my stash, definitely. So.
And that's good. Yeah. That's good. I got to get a little more organized, and then I can use my stash a little better. So I was really glad that you made a house, because I just ordered more houses last night.
A fall house.
So, all right. Well, good morning from the back corner of Memory Bound. We've got a pretty big store here if you haven't been here, but it's pretty full right now. I think every square foot is probably filled with something fun and exciting. Our holiday open house is filled up our classroom, so our square footage is put to good use.
It is.
It always is.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Teresa, let's roll. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with my gratitude tag album first. These are the Studio Light tab tags, and a lot of people have bought these. I know, because we only have one left and we have more on order. But there's 21 tab tags, and the paper is really thick. And when these came in, I'm like, what can I do?
And figured it out.
And then I decided to do my gratitude album. And so it's not an album, it's a tab tag.
So they're tags with tabs. That's why it sounds funny, tab tag. But they're tags and they have tabs on them.
Yeah. And it's been so much fun. And so it's a stamping challenge. So I'm stamping on here. You could use stickers too if you want, but I'm trying to do mainly stamping on mine. And so this was my cover that I did, Gratitude 2023. I showed these already, you guys. But
we've seen this.
A recap.
And, but you've added to it, and it's a recap. And that's what I love, Teresa, that you're going to keep coming back and showing us more from your book. And
I'm also going to show you that. So this was my October Survivor of 10 years, and I have added
you added
photos.
Your pictures.
Yeah, and some journaling. So this one I didn't do any journaling. I just did, this is, you guys know I have the little photo printer at home, and I did my own collage because there were so many wonderful things that I received in October to celebrate. And so I did a collage because I couldn't pick just one picture. And then this was my post office one that I was grateful. And
is that you mailing a letter?
That's me mailing a letter at the Urbandale post office where I go when I miss the postman. That's what my journaling says. I had to take that one. I didn't have that picture in my thing. And you don't have to use pictures. You don't have to take a picture particularly. This was a picture of my dog that I added. He has his little his Halloween bow tie on. So that was
He's very formal.
Yes. So this is the new one. So I am grateful for date night. And my husband and I tend to go out on Friday nights. I don't know how it got started. Years ago, we used to go to the park on Friday nights. They had a little gathering, and we just kind of kept going with Friday night, date night. Sometimes it's just us. Sometimes we go with other people. But amusement only. That was a Tim Holtz stamp.
That sounds like Tim Holtz.
And you guys, I'm using the, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to
the
pull
Elizabeth
the
Crafts.
Yeah, I forgot to pull
what
those.
she's using for a lot of her words are these letters. It's a stamp set from Elizabeth Crafts. And Janet can probably find the post. There it is. What's it called? Alphabet stamps? Is that
Alphabet
the name of it
stamps.
for real?
It's CS312.
CS312 Alphabet stamps.
Yeah. And so I'm using that for all of my words on my cards or my tags. And it would be a great size for cards or scrapbooking.
It's kind of that in between. It's not super tiny.
Yeah.
It's not super big.
And it's very rustic looking. I really am liking it. And then I'm also using the Photo Play Inside Out Fall Thanksgiving stamp set on a lot of it to say the gratitude
a lot
part.
of it has a lot of grateful sentiments on there.
So what else did I do?
And we had a quick question, Teresa.
Yeah.
There are 21 tags with tabs or tab tags in the package.
So I'm not doing one for every day. I thought I would try and do the weekdays, and then I can catch up on the weekends if I get behind. So this one is and if I don't say what the stamps are, you guys, then they're just from my stash and old. So what I do for every tag is I decide what I'm going to do, and then I go through my stamps and I find stamps, and then I lay out on a tag, and then I stamp and stamp and stamp. So
and
it's
stamp
fun. And stamp, and then I have to put the stamps back on the things.
You have to know where they came
That's
from.
the hardest part, because I'm like, where does this stamp go? And I can't find what set it goes to. It's crazy. This is a Tim Holtz one, I think, with the dates. There I stamped the word Friday with just another font because we go on Friday. And then I had a little date night pizza hamburger.
Little pizza and a hamburger.
This is a ticket from Tim Holtz as well because I thought that would be fun. And then I shared last time that if you used to do any of the planners, I have a lot of little planner stamps, and they're perfect for this project. So get those out if you have them. I did like this one. This was an old Technique Tuesday. I haven't been this excited about Friday since last Friday.
Oh.
When in doubt, eat out.
Those are great. Or those are great phrases even.
Yeah.
You could write on there if you don't have the stamp.
Then this one that I put on here, I'm so thankful that you're a part of my life. So, and then you can do little fillers like have a little arrow there, you know. But I'm really having fun stamping on the tags. I found this spoon that was the exact size. It's so funny. Every time I find something that just perfectly fits.
So on her little tab, she's finding small. Look for your small stamps, and it says dinner.
It says dinner next to it.
Teresa, there's a couple questions that I don't want to miss because they're going by us. What type of photo printer do you use? Was one question.
Yes, I have the what is it? The Epson.
Is it the PictureMate?
PictureMate. Yes. And you can do an app on your phone and just print right off of your phone, and I love it. I don't do Photoshop. I have Photoshop, but I don't use it. I just print what I take. So.
Yeah. And Teresa, Marcy, she says she loves you.
Oh.
But she's in the middle of sewing 280 yo-yos, so she's kind of not sure about that today. So, well, that's kind of cool that you inspired her with your fabric demo.
Are you making a vest
we
or
want
a quilt or
we want to know we want to know what you're making.
Yeah,
a king size comforter maybe, or okay. And then Kay says that good for you. Her husband and she do the same thing on Friday night.
Yes,
so that's nice.
It is. It's a way to reconnect.
Let me see if I'm caught up. Okay, we got the photo printer. I think we're caught up.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Marcy says it's going to be 40 trees. So she's making 40 of the trees.
That is impressive.
And Mary wants to know what photo app you use. Is that just from
it's the Epson photo app.
It's from the printer.
Yep.
I have an Epson PictureMate also. I just have to dig it out. I haven't used it for a while. So
I use mine all the
ink.
time. So I just took a picture. We went out to dinner on Friday, so I took a picture. All right. And then I was going to show you 3 new ones. So then this one, I'm grateful for Halloween and dressing up, and we have a Halloween party every year. And so these were from Tim Holtz, his new, I just love these little tiny frights.
Yeah, that's really cute. And it's got phrases and images.
Yes.
We always love that, don't we, Teresa?
Yes. This one is from an old Tim Holtz Halloween.
Strangers have the best candy?
Yeah. It had heads, different heads and different spooky sayings.
Well, I like Come As You Aren't.
Yes, Come As You Aren't. This is a Tim Holtz, the spider webs. That was from last year that he had those. And that one says party guest. It's small, but... Oh, and the numbers are Tim Holtz. He has a set that has all numbers, and I really like his numbers because they're kind of rustic.
I can probably order those.
Yeah, we can't... We'll
have to see if we can get the numbers. And then you got
your picture? This year I had a pink out, and these are all my friends in their pink at the Halloween party. So
I love it.
Yeah. And then I had... All my notes are the colors that I used. But this one's fun because... I smushed it, and I did that on the front cover too. So I've done 2 smushing ones. You don't have to do that on every one. I like the clean look, but I also thought that this would be
for Halloween.
For Halloween, really I needed to have the orange and yellow. What did I use? Rusty hinge and spice marmalade and crackling campfire. That was fun to make that background. And I know I mentioned this last time, but you really need to heat set these tags. When you stamp, the ink does not soak in right away. It takes time. And so I have to be really patient when I'm stamping to heat and let it dry so I don't smear. I'm getting better as the tags go on.
Right. It's just a different kind of paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice,
very thick.
They're nice and heavy, which is great for tags.
Yeah. And
they're just slow drying.
Yep. And then the last one I'm going to show you today is I'm thankful for the library. And I have belonged to a book club, you guys probably know, and I like to read. And so I'm really grateful that I don't buy all my books. I try and go some to the library, and I took my son there when he was little, and it's a nice, quiet place. And this one we do have. This one is the darkroom door. It's called Library Books, and I did use that one. It's pretty cool. I love this.
Yeah, that's a good background.
And I like it because it has sentiments on it too.
Well, and a lot of times we give Barnes & Noble gift cards to people, and that would be fun to put on their envelope or on their card or something.
And then this one is the Hero Arts, and this one has a die.
I love this one.
I did some cards with this a while back, but I really like the library card. This is a pocket, but I did the library card down there. And you can see, I watched Tim's videos this weekend, and he said one of the hardest things for him is to pick the colors. And this one, at first I didn't like it because I used seedless preserves, and it's not my go-to purple at all. I don't use that very often.
You're the villainous potion
I do.
Girl, aren't you?
I like that. And then I didn't like that. But now that I look at it again,
looks good altogether.
I do like it.
Looks really good, Teresa. Let me zoom in on it.
And so it turned out pretty good.
So that Hero Arts stamp and die set, there's a question about that. Can you show that one more time?
It's $24.99.
It's got the die, which is like a library pocket.
It's a library pocket.
And then it's got even things like overdue. If you wanted to make a birthday card,
a birthday
it says
card.
belated or overdue. So I think that's really clever. And that to and from is nice. Very cool. Are you going to show us another one? Do we get another one?
I'm just going to do this and show you that was an old picture of me because I did my library book
you did your
last
album.
year.
Yes.
I did my album, and so this was a picture that I had taken in front of the library, and so I just used that. I didn't go and take a new one, so it's okay to do that if you need to do that. But
so can you show the tabs again, Bunny? Well, Lana and Carol are on their way. They're coming to see us. So welcome. Give us a shout when you get here. Bunny's asking about the tabs.
Yeah.
So you could put dates on them if you want to.
Yeah, I did. Here's the Halloween one. I put October 31 on there.
She's got different little stamps that she found that fit. I see. Is that a Stitches stamp on that?
Oh, that's the next one. I'm not going to show you that one today.
Okay.
Here I put some dog bones. Yep. Oh, here I put that was for the post office. So you just have to, the front one I just put the year. I just used, I don't know where I got that.
So she's got one that's kind of her cover page.
Yep.
And then the rest of them are, you could date each one, or you could just do like you did, put something fun on them, an image.
Yeah. So hopefully you all are stamping
Get
along
ready.
with me. It's November 7th, and so hopefully you have some
it
tags
is November.
It's voting day. It's voting
Teresa,
day.
I'm thinking, that's next month, but wow, you're way
No.
ahead. But it is November.
Yes.
That's something I shouldn't say publicly. I'll hear about it later. But anyway, okay. Well, I got to get busy then if I'm doing a gratitude thing.
You can catch up. You can do it.
I can catch up. Yep.
All right. Or maybe you could just do one page for the whole month.
Yes, just one page.
Make a list. You can make a list and just do one page.
Yeah, there's a lot of
works too.
options. I just got a little mixed up on time.
Okay. So since we're going back and forth.
Well,
Thanksgiving.
that's what we do.
It is fall. It is November 7th, and you still have time to make fall cards and Halloween cards. I put a card in the mail this morning that was a fall card. So
I've got fall cards to send.
yeah, so you can still do that. So I am going to show again the Inside Out Fall Thanksgiving, and Photoplay does a really good job. They didn't put any images on this one, but
I know, but it's hard to find Thanksgiving things. And we do have a special category out there called Thanksgiving in our themes.
oh, okay.
And I don't know if this is in there, but it should be, because it's very hard to find things that have to do with Thanksgiving. And I feel like we're having better luck this year. And this stamp especially is nice.
I really like gratitude turns what we have into enough, and that's what I put on the front of my thing. I don't know, I like that sentiment. So
And it's like, so it's got like autumn blessings, you're a blessing to me, hello fall, but it's like I'm stuffed with thanks.
yep.
I'm so grateful for the gift of your friendship. So
You can make all sorts of different cards with it.
And you did, right? I think we're going to see that.
Yep. Well, I'll just
Where do you want
start.
to start?
I'll
I don't
start
know where
over
to start.
here.
I'm just like going crazy.
So we also have the Acorn Lane from Simple Stories, and I bought this a while back, and this is they just call it Acorn Love.
Well, it's got
it has the
acorns and hearts, so that makes sense.
And it's $5.99, and I just think it's stinking cute.
Well, it's cool that it's got hearts and acorns. You don't see acorns anything hardly, but Acorn Lane does have acorns.
Yes. So you guys know I've made these houses, and I said I was going to do one for every season. And Leanne, that used to work here, inspired me for this one. So if you're watching, Leanne, hey. Hey, Leanne.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, Leanne. Because she used a stencil on her house. And at first I was like, is that paper? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a stencil. I got a stencil on one of mine. So I did stencil on there. I painted it orange, and then I sanded the edges a little bit. And then I did die cut some leaves. And I used 2 different sets, actually. The leaves and the branches from a different one, but then this is from the new Festive Gatherings.
Christmas.
Yes, and I think I'm really going to like this
They're
set.
bigger than what you think. They're bigger than a lot of his. And you can see because it's that green one right there. And that is pretty big.
And it's $29.99.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Marcy wants to know how thick the houses are. They're more than
2
an
inches?
inch. Probably about 2 inches, an inch and a half.
Yeah.
They're a pretty good, and they're not like a 2x4 because they've got pieces glued together. They've got to be 2 inches. Teresa.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to say 2 inches. This size is 3.25 by 6, and we have a shorter size, a 5-inch, and then we have the mansion. Oh, Diane's got a ruler. Diane is measuring for us.
2 inches.
2 inches.
Okay,
They're 2 inches thick. Now we know.
And we have a smaller one too. He's shorter and squattier. Mm-hmm. And then Hello Fall came from the stamp set that I used. And then I added this little clip, these tiny clips.
Maggie was showing those yesterday.
Oh, was she really? The tiny clips are so adorable. I was going to staple it, and then I'm like, no, it needs something else. I wanted some dimension on there.
That turned out really
I
nice,
really like how it
Teresa.
turned out, yeah. And, you know, I didn't do anything to the roof. I was like, what can I do to the roof? And then I'm like,
It looks
nope,
good the
I'm
way
just
it
leaving
is.
it plain.
Yeah, I like it.
Plain and simple today, so.
You know, those houses, like Teresa said, you can make them for any season. They look nice sitting by themselves, or if you have like a
little grouping.
decorative tray or a grouping, or maybe somebody that's in assisted living that doesn't have a lot of room. It's just a nice little holiday piece to put out for them for the season.
All right. Then the next thing that I was going to show you,
here.
I do. I really like this stamp set, and I went a little. I've been using it on my tab tags, and I'm like, there's so many things on here that I didn't use even yet, that I'm going to. I'm sure of it. So we have these bags. We have these wine bags, I guess. I don't know. What did you call them, Kelly?
I think I call them craft paper bags. They're 4 1/4 by, was it 15?
15 or something.
And we have them online. They're 79 cents, and they are under miscellaneous product, in our miscellaneous product category.
Yeah. And I took one home, and I was going to stamp on it, and I don't know, I didn't get, I ran out of time for Christmas.
Now I see what you did.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's what it was.
But I've done this before. We have the thankful flashcards, and you guys know that you can use these on scrapbook pages, and I've done this before. I've made a tag out of these, and they're $2.49.
You can cut them apart and put them on a book ring, and add pictures and ribbons.
Did you do that with a Christmas one?
I did it with the Christmas, but I never got the ribbons added or the pictures.
Oh, well, I decided to make, if you go to Thanksgiving and have a bottle of wine, which to take, I thought is a nice, hostess gift. And so there is the grateful, and then I did use that punch to angle cut to make my own tag. I love it.
Slanted edge punch, which happens
right here.
We're right here in the punch.
They're $11.99
area. That has been so popular.
3 different sizes. I know.
I don't have one yet, but I think I need one.
Well, I kept seeing other people using them, and then I'm like, I gotta get one of those. Yes, and I do use it. It's so much easier than taking the scissors.
3 different, and we've shown it before and how to use it. It's got 3
this
different
one's a large one. I practiced to see which size I wanted, and I used the large one. So I did cut off the bottom because it was I just ran out of time, to be honest, to stamp anything else.
But it's a good. I think I like the size of it for what you have on the back.
Yeah. So I used both of the stamp sets. Oh, did I show this one yet? Another Acorn Lane. This is a little cutie patootie. It's it's a 4x6 stamp Acorn Lane. What is it called?
Probably Acorn Lane.
Acorn Lane stamps. Come on, come up with a name.
From the collection, Simple Stories.
That's funny. It's $14.99, and I do like the mushrooms. That's probably why I got the stamp. But then this little ladder.
Oh my gosh, you stamped inside of it.
The sentiments, they have like 3 or 4 sentiments that you can stamp right in there, which
so that
is super
picture
cute.
frame. Here, let me show you. The picture frame there is blank, and you could leave it blank. You could put a leaf in it, or you could put these little sayings in it, which is what Teresa did.
That's what I did. And then the leaves at the top. There's one leaf that's, there's 2 leaves, but I wanted to use this one, and look what I just cut it.
Oh, okay. So what she's saying is this is a group right here.
Yeah, that's
and
a grouping.
Teresa cut her leaf off.
I was going to stamp more, but...
It seems like it should be cut off.
I know, it's so far apart from the other ones. I'm like, what's up? Maybe they just forgot to cut it.
And if you want to stamp it together, I wonder, seriously, I really do wonder.
Yeah,
I don't think that's supposed to be attached.
Because it doesn't look like it, but...
Yeah, so just cut that apart if you get the stamp set. Acorn Lane has been a huge surprise for us.
I love it.
We ordered it, and then we had to reorder it multiple times. Katie did, an album and cards with it, a mini album and cards, and so it's been really popular.
So I just really use stamps from both of these sets to combine, Happy Thanksgiving, Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. I tried to do the Thanksgiving ones, and then I did. I was in a cutting mood yesterday.
What else
I
did you
cut
cut?
my little mushroom apart because it comes. You can see it comes in a group, and then I just wanted to stamp that one individually. Now you could mask off, I guess. you know,
and
it's hard.
They fit right back together.
Yeah,
if
they
you
fit
wanna
right
stamp
back
them
together.
As a group again, you sure can.
But you guys know, I just get my
Teresa,
scissors
what did
out.
you color this with then?
So then I used the watercolor, Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, and I colored it, and then
That's
I splatted it with the black.
With the black watercolor pencil?
With the black watercolor pencil, yeah. And then I don't know if you guys have seen these 49 in Market, the trims.
Those are like huge. I feel
love
like
them.
we're in a fabric store.
Yeah, and this comes in black and white, and this is the natural, and those are $9.99.
So you got 3 colors, $9.99, and 3 styles.
Yeah,
and they've got 2 meters each.
Yeah,
so
I really liked it.
I don't know what 2 meters is.
I don't know, but this was the big one, and then it was too big, so I just cut it. I was like, oh my word, that's big. It was too big. If my tag was long, the real size of the tag longer, it would have been fine size-wise, but
hey, that works.
Anyhow.
So, Teresa, so she took this, and she took the big one because
I sewed it on.
And then decided it was
too big.
Too wide, and then she just cut it off. Hey, it works.
Yes, for sizing
Looks very
purposes.
good. That's very fun. I love the colors the coloring on it.
Yeah. I hadn't got my colored pencils out for a while, and I'm like, oh, this stamp set, it really lends itself to watercolor. I don't know why. It's
got open images.
Nice open images, and yeah. So that was fun to watercolor a little bit. Get your watercolors
and there
out.
You go. If you're going to Thanksgiving and you want to take a bottle of wine or whatever, we've got the bags, or you can make the tag and tie it on a 6-pack. Or
there you go.
Olive oil, yes, olive oil.
Some seasoned oil.
Mary wants to know if you like the lace more than the velvet ribbon, because she knows you about your ribbon.
I do like the ribbon. I probably like the ribbon better, but the lace is nice. You can at least the white and the natural, you can color to different colors, so that's a nice thing about that.
And Sharon says it's about 2 yards each.
Yeah, there's quite a bit on there.
Okay, all right. We got all our questions answered.
So I made this stamp, and you guys know that I did some custom blends. I wonder where that is.
That's a custom blend.
That's a custom blend. I know I brought it.
So the words at the bottom are from the photo play stamp that we were just showing.
Yeah.
And
then the
Teresa did custom blends a few weeks ago, and you can refer back. You can go to our blog and type in Teresa or type in custom blends, and you'll learn more about how she did it.
There, I stamped that gratitude turns what we have into enough again. That sentiment, I couldn't stop using it.
It's meaningful.
Yeah. So I did use the Artsy Leaves die. We're out of that right now, but we'll get some on order because it was super popular.
Yes, it was.
This is his new leaves this year, and I really liked it. It has, well, you can see.
And again, they're bigger. I think they're bigger than little tiny.
So they have the leaves.
And Teresa, we have these magnetic sheets.
Oh yeah, I
envelopes.
showed these the other day.
We have them coming.
Yeah,
we just ordered those.
They're so nice. But so I've seen lots of things done with just the insides.
Yeah,
these are to layer on the leaves, and I'm always looking at the picture, going, which one goes with which? I don't think it matters, but sometimes you get anal like that, and I'm like,
And Teresa, I've seen those on Christmas projects.
Oh yeah,
on holiday projects.
Yeah, so I think the insides are just as fun as the outsides on that one. So anyhow. You saw me do the DIY with the oxide inks, and I did a custom, look, I labeled it custom.
Oh, she named it even.
Custom Halloween. And so that is what the ink pad looks like, and I put it on the back. I've labeled it, of course. Villainous Potion, Carved Pumpkin, and Rustic Wilderness. And I just thought, I'm going to try
really
that.
nice.
And so I stamped this way, and I stamped this way. But you know what I did? It's not just the ink pad. I use the brush strokes.
Stamped with the brush strokes.
Yeah. So this is a basic that everyone should have in there.
I just found my cards. I made baby cards with the brush strokes. And so I did like you did, going 3 across with like blue. And then I had a heart and a little welcome baby on it.
Cute.
It's very simple, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's easy to make a card with that. But
so that stamp set is called Brush Strokes from Tim Holtz. It is a classic. It's been around for, I don't know, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
So, and it's really cool. You can make Mickey Mouse. I always have to say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You can make a Mickey Mouse head with the
There's
circles.
a lot of things you can do. You can stamp a light color and then stamp your image on top. I've used it a lot that way. So, okay. What did I do here?
I don't know.
This, I just grabbed it. I was looking at our fall stuff, and this was a paper called Hello Autumn from P13.
So P13, Hello Autumn, and that's number 5.
Yes, and it's a non-traditional.
We had that.
Well, we have a bunch of them.
Do we? I don't remember it.
It's a non-traditional colors, kind of. I don't know.
Pink and kind of.
I use Dusty Concord. Again, I use Dusty Concord, which I don't use very often, and Scattered Straw. And I die cut these leaves right here out of this piece right here.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I got creative.
You're good about that.
Yeah, and so these would make real simple. You just need a little something to stamp your sentiment on. Slap it on there.
So, Teresa, you took this cut apart.
Yes.
And that's what you did on the front of your card.
Yes, and I used the back.
And then the back is your background of
back,
your card.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's very creative.
Yeah, so these make really easy cards. But yeah, this is kind of pretty, kind of a non-traditional. It was kind of a challenge for me. But I do like purple, and so I thought it was really
looks like,
pretty.
Is that phrase from this stamp set?
It's from Hello Autumn. Mm-hmm.
So that's her greeting is from this stamp set from Photo Play Save with Stamps.
Sorry, Inside Out. Yeah.
Fall Thanksgiving. And let me get up a little closer so you can see it.
And I did distress the edges and inked a little bit with my Dusty Concord and added a little ribbon.
So watch when you have cut apart papers, watch for the blank ones.
Yeah.
On the inside, and you could make them you could make this happy birthday or whatever you like.
Yeah, if you have a fall birthday.
Very cool.
All right. This one is probably my favorite. And Tim,
happy fall, y'all.
I thought for sure that we wouldn't have the die, the wood
But
slice, $24.99, because Tim had this in his video, and he was like, and I'm like, oh no, everyone's going to see that and buy all ours. Maybe you guys already had it, but I just really love this die, because what you can do is, we've showed it before, you use archival ink on the die and it puts those lines.
That's really neat.
And it's super fun. And you can put whatever word you want. It's got a little teeny tiny alphabet. You can cut it right out of the inside. I just die cut them and it was a little tedious, but, and then happy fall, y'all. I was thinking of Janet. When I stamped this, yes, in the Texas, and so I just stamped it a couple of times just to give it look like it's a background. And then one of the things I wanted to tell you, we don't have this die set with the acorn that I used. It's an older one, but what Tim said in his video is that they sized this perfectly to go with the wood slices.
They did? Oh,
yeah, that's what he said.
That.
He said that. So this one is $29.99, and I will be using that a lot. But I'd already made this, and I was like, oh.
Well, but
I still use the one Tim
But it's
showed.
still the idea. It's the heart-shaped wood slice, and you can add greenery along the bottom. And you could put a little flower there if you wanted to, or another heart.
Any season.
And that happy fall, y'all, that you stamp, that's actually like your border.
Yep.
And that is right from, of course, the Inside Out Thanksgiving or Fall Thanksgiving stamp set.
Yeah. I think I might make more of this one. I really liked how it turned out.
Diane
Super
said
cute.
she watched his Hoopla Part 1 yesterday.
Yeah. Well, there's Part 2 you got to watch.
I know,
they're both a couple hours, so. All right. Another thing that we have, and I know that I've showed this fabric tape from 49 and Market before, Vintage Bits Essential, and it is $14.99. Here, I'll just show you this one, Kelly, because this is the one I use.
So does it have 2 rolls in there, or is that no? Is there more? Oh, okay.
There's 4.
So you get 4 rolls.
Yeah.
And it's the fabric tape.
It's the fabric tape.
Has a little bit more texture.
I was going to show you. I'm just going to move aside.
We're very limited in our space until our holiday open house. And then we got Merrymakers. And while you're collecting whatever you're looking for, Teresa, I'll just make an announcement for those of you that are on our Merrymakers group. We did change up our class schedule slightly. The times, we're still starting and ending at the same time. We just moved around some of our classes. You guys, Diane's grandson's football team is going to the state semifinals on Friday. So we don't want her to miss that, and we moved that class to her class to Saturday. So check that out. It's on the page, so you can see the new schedule there. It's just going to be different people and slightly different times. And we apologize for inconvenience, but I don't really think it's too inconveniencing.
No, you can go back and watch it later. So you guys know I use the Dana Wakely number 8 tags all the time and get 50 for $12.99.
Yeah, I've got those on my desk. Both
They're
sizes.
awesome. I love the tags.
$12.99 for 50. You can't go wrong.
So this is fabric tape. So they do give you a little blade.
Ooh, so
that works
cute.
really
That's
nice.
so fun.
I know, only I had it crooked. So this is what I did. I just, you can probably, when I did it the first time, I think I made a mistake, and I think it's just easier just to.
So did you cover the whole thing, Teresa? This is totally covered with fabric tape.
I think it's easier just to fold it over
than to try to cut
I missed.
it. Well, you're doing it kind of live here.
Yeah.
Peggy says good luck to the football team. So it's pretty awesome. And if they win, then they are in the state championship game.
And it is repositionable, so you can move it around a little bit.
I think it's funny because I'm like, football, and you're like, and it is repositionable.
Sorry.
No, this is what we're supposed to be doing.
My brain is just thinking. All right, so you can put that on there. And then, there are 4 different styles, and so I just layered it. I don't even remember. I had this tag in my stash.
Like you've got this skinny piece here.
I just wanted to cover the front.
Oh, that is cool tape. Now, you know what? That reminds me of Tim Holtz. I think you could easily combine that with your Tim Holtz products. It's very vintagey and old-fashioned. Whoops, maybe I should show what you're doing. I was just showing the blank table.
So I just layered it. Ooh, it's so much fun.
She can't stop, guys. She's figuring it all out. So this one now, while you're putting that together, you have stamped on this one, Teresa. And
yes.
Did you have to use archival ink?
So I use the archival ink. That's right. So you guys have been buying all the archival inks.
Teresa's been reordering it.
And I didn't even bring any back here. That was silly.
Well, that's okay.
But I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is just to layer and make a super cute tag. And I've done this before with, last year at Christmas time, there was some gorgeous fabric tape. I'm sure we have some over there now. But anyhow, so I just covered my tag.
You did that really quick.
Yeah, really quick. And then you just have to stamp. And so I use the, one of the stamps is Hey Pumpkin. And I think it's so cute. Hey Pumpkin.
And that's this stamp.
Yes,
that
the
we've been
photo
showing.
play stamp.
That's got everything.
And I'm so thankful for you is also on that stamp. And then I use the mini blueprint, which I love the blueprints, and the pumpkin. And there is a small set of these, but we're out of it. So this one is fun because it has the Christmas and the winter too. The skate and the candy cane.
I like that little candy.
Oh, the little gingerbread guy. So this is a fun one. It's $29.99. Yep.
I mean, you can use them on your cards too. I've done them where you put 4 different ones on the front of a card.
Oh, yeah.
And that
would be really cute.
Fits on an A2 even.
Well, so on this, I use the Vintage Photo and Wild Honey. There is an orange in Tim's Archival, but I actually stamped it on a piece of this, and I did not like it. It was too orange.
Too orangey.
So I use Wild Honey, which I don't use very often, to be honest. But it really matched nicely with the yellows on here.
It looks really good, Teresa.
And this is a nice fall tape. I don't remember when we even got this or what line it was.
I think it was just a generic.
Yeah.
So that's the 49 in Market. What's it called again?
Vintage Bits Essential.
Okay.
It's not very descriptive, but
no. And it's $14.99.
Yes.
And you get all those rolls. And you get a lot of tape on there.
Yeah.
Very
All
cute,
right.
Teresa. Looks like
So-
we're down to the Snarkies.
Yes. So, you guys, this stamp set is old. It's 2 years maybe, Kelly?
Yeah,
It's
probably
called-
a couple years.
It's called Snarky Cat Christmas, and it's $24.99. And, you know, there's a regular Snarky Cat, and I am not a cat person, and it took me forever before I bought the Snarky Cats, because I'm a dog person.
they are
You saw
funny.
that on my ring. But I have people that are cat people, and these stinking cats lend themselves to some very funny
They are
images.
very funny.
You can make them do all sorts of things, and then there's the regular Snarky Cats. But this one was wrapped in a sweater, and as soon as I saw the stamp that said sweater weather, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to do that. So, I made
Teresa,
two cards.
is sweater weather on?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
on the
gosh,
photo
it's
play.
on the photo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you've used
So I
about
just
every
wanted
stamp
to-
off of there.
I know, not quite, but I just wanted to show that you can do different. You know how I like to show different
Yeah,
things,
right.
So it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, even though it lots of fall and different things. But
this is
so
funny.
first I made this one, and I just used a stencil to do the background, and then these mixed media tags work really nicely with the sprays because they're heavier, and that's one reason I like to do tags when I'm using the mica sprays, is because they don't curl or whatever.
So Teresa, how many do you get? It's made out of the heavy stock.
You get 20 tags for $4.99. And you gave us a bag of these, Kelly, and mine
I
are
think-
almost gone.
I
I've
think
been
they
using
were
them.
a new product.
Yeah, when you gave
in
them
the
to
last
us.
year. So
And I didn't think I would like them, but they fit so nicely on an A2 card that I can spray and spray and spray and do whatever I want and then stick it on a card, and I love it.
And Teresa, a lot of people are like, "What do I do with a tag? What do I do with a tag?"
Well, you put it on a wine bottle.
Yep, and you can put it on your cards.
You put it
card
on your
front.
cards. This one, could go on something as well. But so I use the mica sprays, and I don't know what numbers these came from, but I use flickering candle, jack-o'-lantern, holly branch, and crooked broom. So there's
broom,
that's
interesting.
brown. There's a little bit of brown. You can see it right up
yeah.
there.
Okay, let me turn it like this so people can see that.
Yeah.
it's-
And I just love
So
the
you did the
micas.
micas and then you stamped with archival? Is that how you got
Yes,
your cat
you
on
have
there?
to stamp. If you're going to spray something with the mica, you have to use your archival. And so I just stamped it. I didn't even have to color him because
Yeah, he's
he
good.
was all
He's good to
colored.
go.
And then I'm like, I really want to show a different, even though this was a fall demo, I went for the winter. And actually
I think that's what everybody likes, Teresa.
the snowflakes are right on the stamp
Oh,
set.
and
And
that's
so
your
I
back-
just
just the
stamped the
stamped
background. And then on this one, I did use number 6, the Wonderland. And that is just one color. I sprayed, and then I dried it, and then I sprayed again. So if you start out by,
have some like layers then?
yeah, spray your tag with water and really, get your big close-up ones so they run a little bit, and dry it, and then you can do your little sprays on top, so you get some of that textured look to it. And then, of course, I had to use a little trim because it was on natural, so I needed to use my natural trim.
Oh, I didn't
there.
even realize that. Okay, so
Yeah.
for her ribbon, she used some of that
Yeah.
essential trim from
Yeah.
49 and Market. Teresa, Denise says you're so talented and creative. She loves the cards and your tag
good.
ideas. So,
Good.
good job. And
So-
Marcy loves them too.
I just think, this is just a regular stamp set, but there's lots of different things that you can do with it. So get your stamps out.
Yeah, you did a lot because
Stamp away.
we've got Fall Y'all, Happy Fall Y'all, which is on the stamp set. We've got the Sweater Weather with your snarky cats. We've got your tag that says Hey Pumpkin, and that's from the stamp also.
Yep.
And the fabric washi tape. And then we've got your leaves with your custom blends. This is our review time, Teresa.
Okay.
And gratitude turns what we have into enough, which is Teresa's favorite saying.
Yeah.
And then we have the cards she made out of cut-aparts. which is a great idea. And you even use the back of the cut-aparts for your background. And Teresa, you made a house. I don't know when you had time to do all of this.
I
with
know.
The Acorn Lane
I had to do the
stencil.
house. I've been wanting to do a fall house.
And then she took the Acorn Lane stamp, which we didn't get these in right away. They came a little bit later. And she made the tag on the brown paper bottle gift bag, which is perfect if you're going somewhere for Thanksgiving or just for a fall gathering, and you can take that. And that she started out with one of our cut-apart flashcards.
Yep.
So you have covered a lot, Teresa. Oh, my
have.
gosh. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. Let's see. Do we have any questions? Diane says, busy, busy, Teresa.
Yeah.
Bonnie says, lots of inspiration, and thank you. I think we had a great day today, Teresa. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Janet. She's in the background linking all of the product to make it easier to find, because we know it's hard to find things on our website sometimes. So everybody, I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Happy fall.
Yeah, we'll looking forward to seeing Lana and, who's Lana coming with now? Carol? Anyway, sorry about that.
Do we know who's going to be here tomorrow for the video?
Not quite yet.
Oh, okay.
Not quite yet, but we will.
Never mind.
So have a great day, everybody, and we'll be back in the morning tomorrow.